What's going on, guys? The Barber Phil here, back again with another haircut video. And in today's video we're going to be going over one of my clippers. I hinted about it recently in one of my other ones, and you saw the thumbnail. This is my version of the Cordless Fast Feed. If you like that Fast Feed blade, you like using those purple guards, but you obviously can't wait for the official Oster Fast Feed cordless version to come out. This is a good way to do it. I'll show you what we did. This is not the one that you've seen Jeezy use or some of the other bigger barbers out there, but guys, where there is a will, there is a way. I'll show you how to get it done. Let's get right into it. So let's jump right into this one, guys. This is my Cordless Senior, and I have a modified bracket that allows me to put the Oster Fast Feed steel blade on there. And then of course, if you've watched my channel much, you guys do know that I like the ceramic cutting blades quite a bit. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm kind of just pointing out a couple different things. I had the original audio set up, but some of the guys came into the shop, the audio got a little affected. So I'm just gonna talk my way through this. Obviously you guys can see the Tomb 45 power clip there, as well as the Tomb 45 power mat in the background. Those are a lethal combination. And then I've also replaced the battery itself with the Tomb 45 Eco battery. So this is a machine, guys. I absolutely love this. This is the original Cordless Senior that I bought a long time ago. I have not had to replace it. I haven't had any issues with it. But we're going to jump right into it. We're going to go ahead and kind of disassemble it. This is something that's very important, guys. Make sure that anytime you have clippers, that you know how they come apart, you know how to put them back together. Make sure that you do take your clippers apart in an area that you can keep up with the screws, you can keep up with the face plates, the blades. Nothing's going to get damaged. That's a good thing about the power mat. It's made of a rubber material, so it's soft. If anything drops on it, nothing should really break. So we're going to take out the 3 screws that hold the faceplate in, and then we're going to pop that faceplate off. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Eco battery and how simple it is, and then we'll get into removing the blade and the lever and the bracket itself. So something I was always taught was cleanliness is next to godliness. So make sure that you do on the regular, take your clippers apart, use canned air, used a air hose system, something, blow out all that hair that is built up in behind your blades, inside of the motor area. All those things can really give your clippers a longer life, but it also can help them just in that moment perform better. And then of course, if you use some of the decorative like clear plates or any of the other plates, it just looks better that you don't look at your clipper and there's hair gunked up everywhere. So with the Eco battery, it's very simple, guys. All you do is there is a white little box that I'm going to point to here in just a second. You literally just grab the wires that it's attached to right here, pull that up, and the battery it's disconnected from the clipper. You can pull that battery out. All you do, take the Tomb 45 Eco battery, place it down in that slot where your original Wahl battery fit in, snap that back in, boom, done. Just like that. And I promise you guys, if you'll sound test it, which I should have done, but I didn't, if you will sound test it, or just in general, the feel of it, you will immediately notice a difference in the performance of whichever clipper you decide that Tomb 45 Eco battery needs to go on. So right now we're removing the 2 screws on the Oster Fast Feed, the steel blade, and those screws are screwed into the actual bracket, and the bracket is the whole thing that makes this thing happen. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to remove and gently set down the cutting blade, which you guys know I do prefer the ceramic blades on a lot of my clippers. We're going to set that down so that we won't chip any of those teeth. But that bracket right there, what you guys will notice is there are 2 sets of holes on the left and 2 sets of holes on the right. Your Wahl taper blades for your seniors, for your magic clips, your metal magic clip, your metal senior, the 2 screw holes are farther out. So that bracket that I took off of it, it had a set of screw holes that were closer to the edge, and then it had a set of screw holes that were closer to the middle. If you'll go to Philthy Mod's Instagram page, or I believe he's got a website, you can pick up this bracket. It's not very expensive, guys. Well worth it to make this modification happen. Take your clipper apart, slide this bracket in place, screw your blades in, and that's all there is to it, guys. Because that's all you're really doing is you're using the bracket that allows you to continue using your Wahl clippers, but you're using a bracket that has been modified with the proper screw holes to let you use other brand blades. And that's what it all boils down to, guys. It's all in that bracket and then the blades. So we're going to go ahead, put it back in place, push that part down, slide that bracket up a little bit. We're going to go ahead, put the lever in place. There's a little notch where that is set into place to where you know you need it to be. Tighten that up to your preferred tightness. You don't want it to move when you're coming up through the hair, but you also don't want it so tight that you feel like you're going to break the bracket or break the lever when you're adjusting it. So kind of get that to where you like it to be. Then you can go ahead, put your cutting blade on, put that steel blade on there, and then you're going to lightly tighten the steel blade into place, because what you're going to want to do once you get that steel blade on there is you're going to want to gap your clipper correctly, and then you're also going to want to adjust left and right where that cutting blade is coming to as far as to the edge. You don't want to set your steel blade up too far one side or the other, or if you put your fingers on the side of the steel blade, you'll feel the cutting blade coming back and forth hitting your fingers, and you want that to be an even distribution between both sides. You want it to evenly be cutting across that steel blade. And what I like about the Fast Feed blade, I've said this before, I can get it as open as just about any clipper, if not any clipper that there possibly is. And that's because the teeth on the Fast Feed blade are elongated, and then if you back that cutting blade almost, I don't want to say all the way, you really want the cutting teeth to be just slightly covering the bottom of where the teeth actually start on that steel blade. And what that will do is that'll allow you to open this clipper all the way up. This is, I mean, it's almost a 1 guard whenever it's all the way open, and that's why I like it, guys. It's just really smooth. The open section's very clean, and that's ultimately what I go with. And because it allows me to use the purple guards, and you guys know that I like those, that's why I went with this modification. I just wanted to try it out, and then I ended up deciding that I really liked it, and it's a clipper that I use almost every single haircut. So guys, make sure you check out that Tune 45 Eco battery, the Tune 45 power clip, and then of course, to make it all work together, the Tune 45 power mat. So here is the Andes 3-yard closed. I'm actually going to use that guard in both clips that I show you. It's 2 different types of hair textures. This one here is a little more curly, it's thicker, and then the next clip, it's straight hair as well, but it's a little more fine texture. It's still thick, but it's a lot straighter. This has got some curl to it. Basically, I'm just showing that you can take this 3-guard, run it flat up against the head, up and off, and it is just cutting through this bulk, mowing through it, no problems, no bogging down. The clipper doesn't change noises or sounds when it gets going through all this bulk. It's just ripping through it, no problem. And then of course you guys watch the videos and you can see me fading down from there, and I have no issues whatsoever. But that about wraps it up for this video, guys. I just wanted to bring this to you, show you that there is a possibility to get a cordless Oster Fast Feed in your hands right now. It may not be the one that you've seen on 360 Jeezy's channel, but it's possible, guys. Where there is a will, there's a way. As always, I appreciate the support for the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't. Consider subscribing if you're new. Enable those notifications. That way you never miss another video. And until the next one, guys, I'll see you later.